In today's video, we are going to be looking at alcohol consumption by country. We will do a full breakdown of the calculations to try and get to an estimate volume of alcoholic beverages consumed by each individual in each country. If you wish to skip the calculations, you can click on any of the links below for the shortened versions of this presentation. Alcohol consumption by country is typically calculated by measuring the total amount of pure alcohol consumed per capita within a given population over a specific period, usually a year. This figure is derived from a combination of data sources and methods, depending on the organization doing the analysis, like the World Health Organization or national health agencies. The process generally starts with estimating the total volume of alcoholic beverages produced, imported, and exported in a country. This includes beer, wine, spirits, and sometimes traditional or local drinks like sake or cider. Data comes from government records, tax authorities, and industry reports. To get a consistent measure, the volume of each type of beverage is converted into liters of pure alcohol based on its average alcohol content, like 5% for beer, 12% for wine, or 40% for spirits. Then this total is divided by the country's population, usually adults aged 15 or older, since they're the primary consumers. The result is expressed as liters of pure alcohol per person per year. For example, if a country consumes 10 million liters of pure alcohol and has 1 million adults, the per capita consumption would be 10 liters. Adjustments are often made for unrecorded consumption. Think homebrewed liquor, smuggled booze, or stuff not captured in official stats. This can be trickier to pin down and might rely on surveys, expert estimates, or regional studies. Tourism can also skew numbers, so some calculations factor in what visitors drink versus residents. Different countries might show big variations due to culture, laws, or economics. A place with heavy beer drinking traditions might rank high even if spirits aren't as popular. The final numbers give a snapshot of drinking habits, often used to track trends or study health impacts. To figure out how many beers 1 liter of pure alcohol represents, we need to consider the alcohol content of a standard beer and the size of the can. A standard can being 330 milliliters is a common size. Beer usually has an alcohol by volume, ABV, of around 5%, though this can vary slightly depending on the brand or country. Here's the math. Pure alcohol in one can, that's la volume equals 0.33 liters. ABV equals 5%, that's 0.05. So pure alcohol in one can would be 0.33 times 0.05, which gives us 0.0165 liters per can. To calculate the number of cans in 1 liter of pure alcohol, we divide 1 liter by 0.0165, the amount of pure alcohol per can, and that gives us 60.61 cans. So 1 liter of pure alcohol is roughly equivalent to about 61 standard 330 milliliters beers with 5% ABV. We can do the same for wine. Wine typically has a higher alcohol by volume, ABV, than beer, usually around 12%, though it can range from 11% to 14% depending on the type, red, white, etc. Using the average ABV of 12% and the standard 750 milliliter bottle of wine, we can determine that 1 liter of pure alcohol gives us 11.11 bottles of wine. So, 1 liter of pure alcohol is about 11 full 750 milliliter bottles of wine at 12% ABV. If you're thinking in terms of individual glasses, a 750 milliliter bottle typically yields about 5 standard 148 milliliter servings, each of those containing 0.01776 liters of pure alcohol. The number of glasses can then be calculated by dividing 1 liter by 0.01776 pure alcohol per glass, and that gives us 56.31 glasses of wine. Let's calculate how many servings of spirits equal 1 liter of pure alcohol. Spirits like vodka, whiskey, or rum typically have a higher alcohol by volume, ABV, than beer or wine, usually around 40%, though this can vary from 35 to 50% depending on the type or brand. A standard serving size for spirits is often 44 milliliters, and we'll also look at a common bottle size, 750 milliliters, to match the wine example and give you a full picture. Applying the same formula, we can determine that 1 liter of pure alcohol gives us 3.33 bottles of spirits with an average of 40% ABV. To make things interesting, we can even go ahead and calculate how many shots we can get, knowing that 1 liter of pure alcohol yields 3 full bottles of spirits and a third of another. For a shot of 44 milliliters multiplied by 0.4 alcohol content, we get 0.0176 liters of pure alcohol per shot. That in turn gives us 56.82 shots from 1 liter of pure alcohol. Here is a full comparison of how many alcoholic beverages of each type we can get from 1 liter of pure alcohol. For the rest of this video, we will make a presentation of alcohol consumption by country using data from 2024, showing the estimate volume of alcoholic beverages consumed by each person in that year. Enjoy! Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more awesome random content. those have been the countries with the lowest consumption of alcohol per capita, averaging one alcoholic beverage every other day, in some cases close to none at all. Next, we have the top 100. The top 50 countries. These countries often report figures of over 8 liters per person annually. High levels of alcohol consumption are driven by strong cultural ties to beer and wine. It's important to note that excessive alcohol consumption can have significant health impacts, including liver disease, addiction, and increased risk of accidents, which is why many countries are implementing measures to promote responsible drinking.